Okay, it's everybody's favorite game called Zombicide. To us, it's a new game. We want to learn the game, we want to play the game. We even talked about painting some of the player figures, and we did just that. It was a learning experience, and we want to share that experience with you guys. Here's the video. So when you open up the game, this is what you see. You have these player figures that are multicolored, kind of silly looking, begging to be painted. So let's talk about how we prepared these player figures for paint. Okay, after doing a bit of research and watching a few videos in regards to playing game, painting game pieces, I saw a lot of people were using this particular product. Couple reasons it's perfect is that it's a smaller can, so it's not going to sit a long time if you don't have a lot to paint. And also, deploys a fine mist, which is exactly what you want for small pieces. So use this on our Zombicide Survivors, and I'll show you what I've done so far. Okay, so here they are. They are not perfect. In fact, you can see a little bleed. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to avoid is having drips. If you don't fully cover it perfectly, that's not a big deal. Really, I just wanted to get a nice coat of primer down. And of course, I washed these in a light solution of dishwasher detergent and water, dried them, and now they are underneath the cabinet. The light is above them, throwing a little warmth, just helping that drying process. You can see here, this figure here is you see a little bit of the bleed, but like I say, the goal is really not to cover them perfectly, although I would have loved to. My main goal is to ensure that I don't have a lot of drips with the primer, and then we'll try our hand at painting them as well. So I'm taking this approach where we've taped down our figure so that at least the figure itself isn't going to move while we're painting it. We can anchor our hand here as we're attempting to paint it. I was thinking about how I wanted to go about that, and that really makes the most sense. And you can see I've done it here as well. She's not going anywhere. And I can just hold the plate. I can turn the plate as well. So that should help us as we... these figures are a lot smaller than they appear when I'm here with the phone, right? As you may or may not know. Okay, impressions coming out of this experience. Far more time consuming than I expected going in, but more rewarding and enjoyable. I think this adds a whole new dimension of the hobby of board gaming. Painting with acrylic paint is a challenge. If you don't get all the matte out of the paint is runny and it becomes very difficult to paint the figures. The great thing about acrylics is you can go back and forth as long as you're not laying too heavy of a stroke over the figures. At the end of the day, it's a good enough kind of thing. Good enough win is good enough, good enough. I want to get into the game. We want to start playing the game. So we were happy with what we did, and it was a lot of fun. We'll do it again. Maybe we'll paint some monsters. I do want to try this wash technique that I've heard about as well. Comments are always welcome, and we're noobs when it comes to painting. So any advice, willing to take it. We're going to do a bit more research out there. These are the figures we ended up painting, just the survivors in the original game. I'm happy with it. It was a great experience, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. If you have any experience or interest, let us know. And as always, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see you soon.